Tonight we are playing the Demonplague. The Demonplague. Before I begin, in the doobly-doo down below, you will see a link to our Extra Life page for Toronto 6 Kids Hospital, and you will also see a link to our sister shows and the Discord as part of the Heroes Wanted collective of shows. But without further ado, tonight I am joined by...
Hi, I'm Ian, and I'll be playing Kevin Hillman, the human
Yeah, right.
drunken monk courtier.
Oh, I am Lorne, and I will be playing the Ranger Beast Companion pair of Tafina Boondiggles, the Forest Gnome Ranger, and Sasha, the Cave Badger.
My name is Clay, and I'll be playing Hasta la Vista, the multiple personality having bard.
Kate.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. You cut out there. You cut out. I didn't know you were done. Hi, everyone. I'm Tara. I'm playing Hecate, the Eldarin cleric of the grave, who woke up in her spring form, guys. And she's just so happy to be here.
I'm Patrick. I'm playing Arkady Renko, a ghost-wise halfling investigative rogue.
And I am Brendan, and I am playing Uthor Greypaw, the human druid of the Circle of the Moon.
Thank you all for joining me this evening. Last time where we left our heroes, they had returned to Tomar's Crossing and from Fort Frostfell, where they successfully liberated Fort Frostfell from dragons and winter goblins and cultists alike. However, upon returning to town, you heard that there were people disappearing and going missing, which brought people memories back from the Market Murderer. In Safe Harbor, before the comet fell, people were getting killed and getting their hearts cut out of their chest. With these new disappearances, people thought that the Market Murderer was back and asked you to investigate. You checked in with all where the last known whereabouts of Kyler Birthwitch, Vibnor Prefect, and Drina Capel. Upon realizing that every single one of them had a very particular necklace or another item that would identify them in a minute, you guys decided to use the Locate Objects spell to try and locate Drina Capel's dolphin ring, as she was the goldsmith's apprentice after all. There you found it in the house of Basil the Bizarre, the local magician. And you found it on one of his bookshelves. However, upon entering there, you realized something was off about Basil. He refused to speak to you and instead was speaking through his fur soul, almost like a puppet. And then when you confronted him with the evidence, he directly attacked you. It was a hard-fought battle where Kevin ended up getting KO'd and revealing to the rest of the party that he is a Furbolg. Furbolg. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say it.
Furbolg.
Furbolg. And then upon knocking him out, you investigated his shop, realized there was a secret basement, and there you found the bodies of the victims. However, upon closer inspection of the bodies, you realized that none of them had their hearts cut out. And you also realized that there was some sort of altar there to some sort of negative demonic entity. Hecate and Isperil, the town priestess, performed a exorcism ceremony on Basil, And while they were successful at ridding him of the demon, he's basically now lying comatose. Arcady then confronted the town council members on the issue, and things got a little heated, especially because one of the victims, Kylar Birthwitch, was the nephew of Colinius, a member of the council. And now they're all worried about their positions as it's getting into election season. That is where we left off. Does anybody want to do anything before taking a long rest, or do you want to skip to the next morning?
I have something that I would like to do.
Is it casting Goodberry?
I would like to create 60 good berries with our remaining spell slots.
You know, you've been eating just good berries for quite a while, right?
They provide all the nutrients that I need.
Goodberry addiction's a real thing.
No, I'm making them all for healing tomorrow. Because each one's a 1 hit point, and they last 24 hours. So if I make them before bed, I have them the next day without wasting any spell slots on them.
Not bad.
Uthor, to be clear, Uthor does eat other things. He just survives mostly on good berries because you don't have to do anything to get a good berry. They're just a spell slot.
Because I was about ready to start like a Goodberry sickness, sort of like if you only eat rabbit meat and that sort of disease it gives you, because we can't digest the protein properly.
That's just lack of
interesting.
nutrients with rabbits.
No,
I didn't know that.
You can't digest either their protein or their fat properly.
It's they process it so well. But yeah, if you eat only rabbits, you'll have a deficiency in certain vitamins and minerals and just die. Die with a full stomach.
Other than the Goodberry casting, is there anything anybody wants to do?
Slink away so I don't get yelled at.
All right, you see... yes?
Just a reminder, I sent in a full report about everything that happened.
Yes, I have made note of that. You have no response just yet. So you send in a full report. Kevin, you're slinking away?
I'm not going very far, but I'll come back when everyone else goes to bed.
You just go out and...
Go for a walk, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, as I walk out, under my breath, doo, 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 doo. Sad Hulk walking away music.
Kind of
And
figured, but
All right. Well, it's the next day. The town is abuzz with the news that there was that the market murderer has been found, and that apparently you guys have knocked him out, and he'll be awaiting justice soon enough.
And everybody will wake up to freshly polished boots, except for Uthor, who will have freshly polished tops of his feet.
Sandals like Samurai Jack.
Then the bottoms of the sandals so you slide around everywhere.
Alta
Kevin.
Vista. Do
Yep.
you know prestidigitation? Can you get this polish off?
let's see. I don't even remember.
Anyway,
I think
continue.
you.
Glorious.
Sure. Done. All right.
Oh.
I wake up. I have mending, not prestidigitation. Sorry. Oh, I do have prestidigitation. Voila.
Thank you.
My hard work.
Mhm.
All right, you guys sit down and
Nobody
eat.
expects you to be anything but you are. You don't have to hide yourself here with us.
Freak. I'm sorry. Sorry.
What do you mean, sir? No, that was ball of dream. I'll do shifty eyes.
Don't you dare lie to me.
I couldn't possibly lie to. I'm so sorry, sir. I didn't mean to lie. It's just I had to keep it. Oh, I don't know. I just had to keep it hidden. I didn't. Nobody trusts a furblog.
Why do you think nobody trusts a furbolg?
Well, I always heard they were sneaky and would disguise themselves as humans just to fit in, and I just wanted to fit in.
I don't think you can fit into very much. You're very tall.
That's why I made myself shorter. I wanted to fit in better. But the peasants are all 5 feet tall.
Freak. Sorry. Sorry. I have a bit of a thing.
Big frowny face.
You also wouldn't want to have, as a part of this world, all foreigners, and a lot of times people of non-human races, get sent to the foreign quarter. They are banned from living in other areas of the capital.
I don't know about Alta Vista because I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure that stands for everyone else in this party except for Uthor.
Yeah.
Haha.
No, I think halflings count as human. Same with like dwarves and orcs and stuff.
I'm a human.
Half elves and half orcs tend to be the exception because they are half human, and thus they're in halfling. Actually, Arcady is one of the exceptions because his father is a nobleman and was ennobled.
This was the only way my parents could. Well, the only way that the people that found me could keep me hidden, and then it was the only way I could get a job in the bureaucracy. I do love rules, sir. I only broke the one that says no furblogs.
How shaggy is Kevin with his furbog form?
Not overly. I think it's more they're like big ears, tall, big nose. I think they're kind of gianty looking. Let me.
Yeah, so
the more
like
modern
Hecate
take has a more bovine-esque look to them.
is just all about, she just thinks you're just absolutely adorable, just trying to cuddle you and hug you and pet you like a little pet dog. Like, oh, you're so cute. We absolutely love furbogs.
But he's
Please.
like towering over. Yeah, so
Yeah.
he's like blue
Don't
skin,
encourage him.
big red nose, big ears. Yeah, pretty scruffy. Fairly furry arms, I guess, or at least the tops of the arms. Or is that the shirt he's wearing?
He's wearing.
Oh, okay. But I wanted to fit in so badly. I wanted to enforce the rules.
Which is all well and good, but you need to trust the people you are with. Just so you know, you can trust us. Your secret is still safe with me.
But sir, what if it gets back to the bureaucracy? I'd be ruined. They'd never let me back. Sure. What was the guy that introduced us at the very beginning?
Stanislaus Severin.
Sure, Severin knew, but he was about it.
Oh, you told him, but not me. I see how
So
that goes.
he knew my parents. I guess he helped get me the job.
You and I are both outcasts. Just know that it does not bother me that you are a furbolg, and I still admire and trust you.
Oh, thank you, sir. I guess you'll be wanting this back, and I'll hand back my man card. Or was it no junior detective card? Sorry, junior detective.
That was
card.
like a
Junior
man
detective
card.
badge.
I was
Junior
Hey.
detective badge.
I was thinking Scrubs for some reason because that's a bit in Scrubs with the man
No,
cards.
nobody would give Kevin a man card.
I thought you broke it in half and gave half to Uthor.
No,
Yeah.
he carved me one
He
of wood.
did.
I know. Yeah, we
Really
ended up
carved
carving
wood.
one out of wood because it was made out of metal. Yeah.
And
I will
Uthor
take this,
left it
but
where
I am
you
sure
put it.
you will earn it back soon.
I will, sir. Now let's have breakfast.
You get treated again to eggs, and you actually get treated. You get eggs and bacon and really good biscuits for breakfast because everyone is so happy that you have captured the market murderer. It seems that most
What are
people don't
we-
know about the demon stuff.
Actual question to the party, because we know it's not the market murderer. When are we going to tell people it's not the market murderer?
Hecate is firmly against that.
Does anyone
Like
telling
the
Kevin
market
not
murderer.
Is anyone specifically telling Kevin not to tell the truth or not to correct someone if they say something wrong?
I am not.
Well, to be quite honest, nobody in this town has had their hearts ripped out, so it doesn't look like the market murderer was ever here. Having people believe that he is gone, I do not see the harm in that.
Yes, I'm pretty sure he probably died in the mudslides and the comet and the zombies.
We're not lying. We're just not correcting. Right?
No, I'm just saying that Kevin will do it at a default if no one tells him not to. He'll be blindingly honest unless someone tells him not to be.
Oh, since
Yeah.
when is Kevin blindingly honest?
Fair
Hecate will
enough.
want to have.
Yeah,
Hecate
he
will wanna
lied
have
to
a
us this whole time, like an awful person, an awful friend.
Okay,
Wow.
when he hears that, Kevin will put his hands behind his back, and then he's going to look down at the ground. He's going to put one foot on its toes, and he's going to kind of move it back and forth with a hand. And then he's going to look up at you with a hangdog expression.
Hecate will want to have that kind of conversation, and just to not incite a panic. She doesn't want people to panic. Yeah, she doesn't want to tell them that it wasn't the guy.
I don't think we need to say anything.
Mm-hmm.
I think we can perhaps tell the town leaders, if anybody, but as I said, if they suspect that a killer that was never here is gone, I don't see the harm. Rather than creating a fresh panic.
Yeah, that's exactly, like, let them assume, but don't be like, hey, this wasn't the guy, or this was the guy.
But what if we wake up tomorrow and somebody's heart's missing?
And we deal with it.
Then we actually know the killer is here and we do our job.
Mm-hmm.
What is our job? Because we've delivered food.
We need to. I was sent here specifically to help hunt down the bandits. So my next real job is we have to head out to the ziggurat and catch the slavers and whatever else is going on at this ziggurat. That is my formal assignment anyway. Other than that, it is to make sure the refugees and everybody else is safe.
And to enforce this, and if we're at a table, I guess I'll drop a big book of law onto the table.
Thwomp.
We should all get familiar with it. Section 1, Line 1. All power derives from the crown to the blah, 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 and it goes on for a while.
Before like the first line is done, it's morning, right? I've got my spell slots back.
Yes.
I have no spell slots.
Are you going to put fucking good berries in my book and then
No,
slam it shut?
I have a question.
Yes.
We're at breakfast, right?
Yes.
What is Kevin eating with?
His hands.
No utensils?
Oh, with utensils, yes, but specifically his hands holding utensils.
What is the utensil made of?
That's a good question. Should we roll a dice to see? Because I have no. It's not like I have a character
Is
carrying
it
specific
metal?
Let's roll and see. Let's do a D2. 1 and
Either
2
metal or wood.
metal.
Or
2
I'll
and
do- I'll
3
do-
and 4.
I'll do a D4. What's odds and what's evens?
Evens is metal, odds is wood.
Got a 3. It's wood.
So just sit there like heat metal spell in his hand.
I
Just
kind of figured.
I could have stopped him, but he's eating with wood.
You could use druidcraft, right? And like make thorns come out of it or something.
That's a good idea.
Are you bullying him?
Yeah, I'm gonna make no, so you can't do that with Druidcraft. So no, he can continue.
And I will.
What else does
At length.
anybody else need to do?
Well, there was a giant meteor that crashed and sort of screwed up the natural order of things that I'm sort of here to stop.
Oh, that I have something for that. And Kevin will flip through a couple of pages. All property that falls from the heavens belongs to the crown, and I will show everyone the book with the law.
I guess we are looking for some zombie rats for you as well, are we not?
We are.
Yeah, Hackett's whole thing was to figure out what was going on with that big bada boom.
Yeah, you did have that strange vision and everything else.
I did bring all this gear along just in case we were going to the meteor.
You're not. DM says you're not high enough level yet.
But the wheels might get stuck in the mud.
Confused. Wasn't some guy ripping some people's hearts out? Shouldn't we deal with that?
We tried to find them, but yeah.
There was also the mercenaries, right? Or did we finish that one? There was the other guy, the one that the dragon was the pet of.
That's a ziggurat.
Who's that, the ziggurat? Or is that the too high level area?
No, that's not the too high level area.
So that's our next area then, right?
Yes, heading to the ziggurat is your next area. And with that, though, as you guys are discussing your plan to take the ziggurat, the same maid that had come to you yesterday, Arcady, has come to you again and bows very formally and says, "Your well-bornness, Lord Leborn, was saddened that you could not attend his luncheon yesterday, but totally understands that maintaining the safety of Tamar's Crossing is far more important. He would like you to attend at lunch today to not only discuss matters, but also reward you for capturing this murderer."
I will look at the rest of the group and say, unfortunately, the king calls me to other work, and unfortunately, we are going to be leaving first thing this morning. I absolutely beg his pardon, and we shouldn't be more than a couple of days, and I would be thrilled to break bread with him then. But unfortunately, this job means I owe fealty to the king first, and he's got me running.
Lord Leborn will understand, and she'll bow, but then she'll kind of come up to you a little closer and say, "Please don't delay him too long. He gets mad."
He doesn't beat you, does he? That sounds messed up. I'm saying this.
A
I'm
lord,
saying.
a lord is allowed to punish his servants. It is in the law.
But it is also laid out what can be done in the law under what was the act that freed the slaves?
Serf Liberation Act.
I will pull out the law book.
Oh God. Now you got him started.
Alright, so you look through, you actually know this really well, that prior to Serf Liberation, the lords could basically be like the law of their land. And that people used to also have to go to their lords to get permission to marry, to get permission to move, to, rearrange their farmland, etc., etc. Serf liberation did away with a lot of that, but lords still kind of have the right to punish their servants. It's just there's some vague language about not being too harsh. But they're not allowed to, since serfs don't exist anymore, they're not allowed to punish serfs.
Rule of thumb.
Sort of thing. Yeah, basically.
I will. Would you excuse us for a few minutes, my darling? And I'll give her a silver and just say, I'll get back to you in a moment.
Thank you, your wellbornness.
What do you
like
think?
this.
Should I really don't want to even meet with this person.
Perhaps
Medicate dictates we
we
should, sir.
perhaps we send
I
a
know.
representative.
I
But
am
who
a
could we send that
representative,
knows?
sadly.
Who could we
No,
send
no,
that
a
knows?
representative of you.
That would not be politic. If we can delay till this afternoon, and I'll turn to Hecate and Kevin and the rest, say, perhaps you could speak to whatever this creature is that we captured yesterday. See if there is any progress with that while I deal with this particular matter.
Oh, goody! I got to go interrogating. This is gonna be so much fun.
Should I go with you, sir, or with them?
I would go with them. We will need a Crown's representative.
I will hold up the law book and tap my nose knowingly. Which is hard, because I have to use 2 hands on the book.
All that good with interrogations.
We could throw the
Ooh,
book
ooh.
at him.
Let me interrogate.
All right, so we'll go good cop, barbarian cop.
No, good cop, bear.
That might work.
Yay, friends!
Who wants
Did
to
you
be the
say
good cop?
hey friends or yay friends?
Yay, friends! Hecate
Oh.
is just like, oh, we're going to do so much bonding, and we're going to do all this questioning and torturing, and it's going to be so much fun.
Well, we must be
And
very
my Valley
official
Girl's
about
not.
this, and we must take proper notes, and we must do this like proper investigators. And Kevin will try and straighten up and look as tall as he can
Kevin.
in his shortened view. And let's go, team.
Kevin, what are the laws on hurting prisoners?
Don't. And I'll walk away towards where we have to go.
What are the laws for animals hurting prisoners?
Don't.
There's nothing in the rule book that says this dog can't interrogate this prisoner.
Is there anything in the rulebook that says you have to protect the prisoner from, say, wild animals breaking into their cell and eating them?
Kevin will look at you blankly for yes.
What rule is that?
You're a druid, so it would be murder
Mhm.
followed by possible cannibalism, or
No, not a druid, a
Turn into
wild,
some sort of
in quotation
bird.
mark,
That would be murder most foul.
like air quotes. I can't turn into a bird until level 7. Air quotes.
Only one that doesn't have
Wild
flight.
animal.
You could turn into an axe beak because they.
I'm
can't
sure we can. I'm sure we can talk to him, and we won't need to resort to any of.
Tafina, would you like to be good cop?
I don't know if I'm good at that.
No, I will be good cop as the representative of the king. I have been tasked by Mr. Arcady. Kevin will
Alright.
take his little bit of power and give him a little more confidence than normal. Also, I don't want to fuck this up.
Alright, I guess.
Wait, did Kevin swear?
I don't want to
That
fudge
was
this up.
Ian.
Yeah, Kevin would have been fudged this up. Jiminy Christmas, Kevin would never swear. For Jiminy Kraken, Kevin would never swear.
I'm confused.
All right, so you guys are off to lunch.
I think we're off to interrogate, and Arcady's going by himself.
I actually think Alta would be, and everyone else could go with Arcady. If just as
if
his
everybody
guards.
else is invited, thank goodness. Yes, please.
Well,
Oh
not
yeah, if we're
everyone
all
is
going, we should all go together. If
Well-
it's just Arcady, that was why we were scared, right?
Yeah, I thought it was just Arcady, but if we're all invited, Heckate's
No,
going to go
you're
with
not
Arcady.
all invited. However, it's not that weird to bring someone like a bard along.
Oh.
What about a bard? What if instead of interrogating, Uthor went with Arcady so that Arcady has a tank? Just in case.
I
Go as a
think, but I think Alta Vista would be the better choice because again, they're a bard, so they're more easily explained away than the great big hulking, angry-looking druid.
I mean, Mr.
Well, like, I
Uthor
don't have to be great,
pretend
big, and hulking. I can be like a mouse and then turn into a bear.
Mr. Uthor could take the shape of Mr. Arcady's riding dog.
Oh my god, I could.
Well, that's up to Arcady at this point. Then whether he wants us to split up and have us interrogate while he goes with somebody or by himself is his choice at this point.
I would be happy to have someone come with me. If you want to do it in disguise, that would be fine. Otherwise, I'm afraid it might just be terribly, terribly uninteresting.
I go, I'm not interested.
Well, I was going to say, why don't you take them both? Why don't you take the druid disguised as a mouse or whatever, and then take the bard?
Why
Or
do you
the-
keep
the
offering
riding
my
dog.
services?
Because
how long do
True.
you
Does
actually
Alta
think
want to
this-
go to the lunch or no?
How long
Alta,
do you actually think this
Alta.
dinner is going to take?
That is
it
very
will
rude
be
of Hecate.
very
She
good
apologized.
food.
Like an hour or two.
Wait,
max.
wait.
Imagine for a second, Alta.
Wait, he said food. I'm in.
Okay,
It will be good food.
Alta,
Yeah.
don't eat the food.
So you
Don't
make me an offer for food.
Trust
and then you
the
don't take it
food.
back.
We have been talking this entire time about how he's going to try and poison Arcady.
I don't see the
Wait, have
problem
we
here.
been?
I'm pretty sure we have been. The
God.
assumption is that he's going to try and kill Arcady, right?
No, that's your
I have made that assumption the entire time that he's going to try and kill Arcady.
Hecate is just going to like face palm now and guys, we're really trying very hard to be upbeat, but goddess help us, we need to make a decision.
Are we sure he's not going to try and kill Arcady?
Lord.
Yes.
It would cause more
Well-
trouble if he killed Arcady at this point.
Considering we're all in town.
That
Alta
Arcady
and I
became
will
a
go.
big damn hero.
Uthor, if you wish to take the form of my hound, that would be wonderful. But if you wish to go interrogate, that is entirely up to you as well.
I will stick with Arcady.
Oh, can I please say the line?
Yes.
Release the hounds.
I'm just one hound.
All right, so we're splitting up then?
Yep. I will
That's-
deal with the Kadika first. Or the lunch first. And then we'll get to interrogating.
All right.
All right, Laika, let us go. And so if Uthor turns into Laika,
Is that the first time you've said your dog's name?
nope.
Like a what?
Like the
Like a
first dog in
virgin.
space?
Ooh.
Exactly, like the first Russian dog in space.
Yeah, I'm going to turn into a mastiff. Specifically that mastiff.
Disguise check.
Would you really have to?
I mean, if the guy really knows what the Arcady's dog looked like, then yes,
Uh-huh.
but no, I was just being smart.
No, I'll put I'll loosely put the riding saddle on, so if you change form, it will fall off rather than impede you or be absorbed by you. And I
Actually
guess
worse. If you transform back, does it absorb in?
All right, so you guys head over to Area 19, which is where all the nobles' tents are.
And as we're going, I'll just let them know some of the basic notes that I have here. That he's a bit of a pompous ass. He made his money in ice shipping, but of course he has no wealth left. But he is one of the few nobles left. So he is garnered some measure of respect. And he convinced his servants to stay serfs, as that young lady has shown us.
I don't like this guy at all.
Rough.
No, I don't think he is a good person.
All right. Well, let's go, I guess, then.
All right, so in this little area between the nobles' camp and the commoners' camp, which would mostly be like the regular people of Safe Harbor, there's this little bit of a gap, and you see this scene. A small crowd gathers around two men stripped to their leggings. One man towers over the other and has his fists up, standing defensively. He looks frightened. The other man is thin and wiry. He's dancing around and working up the crowd while hurling insults at the big man.
Okay.
Does this look like a performance, or does this look like a fight?
This is looking sort of like a fight. Like, some people are like, you can see just from with your investigator's eye that there's definitely two camps, one supporting one person and the other side supporting the other. You get the sense, you notice that the folks sort of supporting the big guy tend to look more like commoners, and the people supporting the smaller guy look like low-level nobles. And you hear chants of craps, 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 Celias, Celias.
I will ask one of the people sort of surrounding us, what is the meaning of this?
Oh, hello, sir. Maybe you can put a stop to this? Or, they say it's lawful, but I don't know. See, the big man, Craps. He owes, Lord Laird Salius money. He tried to start his own fishing business. But that was before the comet hit and destroyed Safe Harbor. Lord Salius came to get his loan back, but obviously, if he's a fisherman, then there's with the river flooding, there's no work for him. So they had an argument, and apparently Salius said, "Fight me, and if you win, I'll let you go. I'll give you some more time and to try and pay your debt." And even give him some food for his family. But if Salius wins, Craps becomes a servant of Salius until his debt is paid off.
I will telepathically say to Alta Vista, do you think you could swing the fight in favor of Craps?
Let's see. I think I could try. Let's see. Big bully.
Without raising too much fuss or bringing notice.
Sure. Can I try to cast friendship on, or friendship, friends on the big bully? And
Is
maybe I can.
friendship magic?
It is. It is magical.
Don't you have to be touching them?
Nope. It says
Just smear
okay.
on lipstick
It's
and
self,
eyeliner.
actually. It's self. You have advantage on all charisma checks directed at one creature towards your choice that isn't hostile towards you. When the spell ends, the creature realizes you used magic to influence its mood and becomes hostile towards you. So my plan is to basically talk to him quickly, get him to agree to stop this foolish, attack on the smaller guy, convince him, and then bounce. 'Cause I have
The smaller one is the instigator.
Oh, sorry. Really? Okay, then the opposite.
Wait, do we? I mean, I can't talk, so I can't contribute.
Mhm. So that
You
is
can howl.
my plan. I tell you that's my. Can I
Katie could
communicate?
start a conversation with you in your head. You can like
That's
tug
exactly-
on him.
Okay. Can I talk?
That's complicated.
Is it both ways, the communication?
Nope, my telepathy only goes one way.
Okay. All right. Well, but we're close enough. Maybe I can whisper it to you.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, so your goal is to cast Friends on yourself, go up to this lord and be like, you should stop this.
Basically, I say to him, "Aw, look at this guy. Why would you do that to someone like this who's obviously your intellectual, who's obviously inferior to you? As a sign of good faith, why don't you agree to drop it altogether? Not only will it improve, not only will it show your peers that you are so much higher than him and in such a better position, but it also shows that you're very empathetic towards individuals." Yeah, I kind of work with that bullshit.
Okay, roll a persuasion check.
All right, so I have advantage on it. Persuasion.
It sounded good.
Did it? I didn't even believe it. All right, let's see here. My persuasion is a whopping. So how do you do advantage then?
You hit the advantage button.
You see,
Bottom left-hand corner of your screen, you see it says 0 modifier. Just to the right of that, it says advantage or dis.
Aha. Okay, advantage clicked, and here we go. I have +5. Yeah,
Drop it at 9.
24. So yeah.
Alright. Thalius looks at you, looks at the crowd around him, and is besmirched by you, as is with the rest of the crowd. You've become, like, you're the only bard in town, so you've become, like, a fan favorite of everyone in town. Especially during these times of, like, dread and everything so dirty and muddy and everything seems without hope. You've been putting on some shows, you've been singing in the local tavern. You're just like the one like bright light in a lot of these people's lives right now.
Okay.
Everyone's like, Alta! Alta! Yeah, what Alta says!
And I'm singing it as I'm doing it.
Singing any particular song?
I'm thinking of like some sort of Grease kind of like, what you could. This is too on the spot for me to. I don't even know Grease well enough to go into this, but you get the point, right?
Yeah, like, I got chills and multiplying.
You got bills multiplying, and they're losing all control. But if you step in, that's all I have. So yeah, okay. Why is there silence? Come on, guys.
Oh,
That
sorry,
wasn't
I'm
too bad.
laughing. I'm
That
laughing. I
wasn't
love
too
it.
bad.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Because you were slightly flat.
Have you never heard of
Whatever.
silently
You know
judging
who?
someone?
You know who says they're flat? It's people who can't sing because you can't. You don't have an ear for it. So there.
I have very sensitive ears.
Holy shit,
Oh.
That's
you're
why.
a genius. That works for anything. It's not that I'm bad at baseball. It's just you don't know anything about baseball.
Exactly. It's the best argument ever. By the
Yes.
way,
I
I
love that.
understand. Well, okay.
I love this.
I was part of a debate team, so I know when I hear sarcasm. Let's go.
And everyone in town is just so enthused, and Lord Salius is like, yes.
And I'm timing it down to like 50 seconds, like I'm mentally counting in my mind, and then I look at the team with me and I go, okay, that's enough, and I run. I go into the like making sure that the minute expires after I'm away, because he gets hostile towards me, right?
Yeah,
He
yeah,
knows you
exactly.
did it.
Salius will be like, yes, I should forgive this man's debt, and I'll do it in the name of Saint Emilia. And he'll go off on this long speech about comparing himself to various glorious rulers of High Coast and their humility and mercy. And then the sudden realization comes across his eyes that you tricked him. But then he looks at the crowd and he's like, "I'm just gonna own this.
Yeah, because he looks good.
Yeah, because I now look really, really good, and people are cheering."
And I rolled a 20 to sort of slink away in the crowd while this is happening.
Oh yeah, you
catch up with Alta Vista on the other side.
All right.
And when we meet back up, I will clap. I'll like reach up and clap Alta Vista on the back and say, "That was very well done.
I totally
brilliant.
winged it. I totally winged it.
It still worked."
All right. Problem solved.
Yes, now on to the real battle.
Exactly.
Words. All right, so we'll make our way into the main noble camp.
All right, just like before, you see that this area of the tents has the finest tents, and men and women are walking around the mud in oddly high fashion clothing. This is where the remaining nobles and other well-off people have made their camp, and they're serviced by a lot of the commoners in the refugee camp down the hill. You come to Kadika's tent. This very large tent sports 3 rooms with 2 obviously new sections created from the best materials scavenged by the Safe Harbor refugees. It is clean and warm. Several noblemen and women are within warming themselves, complaining and scheming. They eye you initially with disdain, but then they see Arcady and his badge of the bureaucracy, and they stiffen up and put these masks of smiles and acceptance on their face. But standing to greet you is a short man with beady black eyes set deep in their sockets, looking imperiously upon you. He's wearing bright silks, a beret, and valuable jewelry that jingles as he bows. "Thank you so very much for coming. This way," and he'll lead you into another room that's just basically him, a very fine table, and his wife. He will introduce you. "This is my wife, Meline." And she'll just sort of do a very brief curtsy and bow. She looks very, very tired.
"I am charmed. I am Arkady Renko. My compatriot is Alta Vista. And of course, this is my companion hound, Laika.
I
Sit.
bow.
Uther will sit and sort of eye Arkady, a little bit annoyed.
Kadika will sit down and then ring a bell to start the luncheon. And he'll look down at Laika, aka Uthor, and say, "You have a very well-trained dog."
Absolutely. Yes. It was trained by some of the best, and it generally eats what I eat. So if your manservant or chef would provide for my hound, that would be greatly appreciated.
But it does lick its butt sometimes. It's really weird.
Oh, and I
There's
see.
no reaction.
And with that, his face will grimace a bit and say, "Ah, you have brought the lovely Alta Vista." One of these days, you should come by my tent when I host a dinner party. We could simply die for some entertainment.
I don't want to kill anybody, but sure, I'll play some music.
Oh, nobody said anything about killing anyone. Especially now, since you've caught the market murderer.
Oh, I go, yes, and I stay quiet. All right. I look to, yeah, I stay quiet.
Very well done, I must say. You really do justice to the Renko name, Bureaucrat Arcady.
Well, you might be the first person that really thinks that, but thank you. It was thanks to the great work of some of my compatriots that we were able to track down the victims, which led us to their killer. So hopefully it eases the minds of the townsfolk.
It does. I am always one for law and safety and stability, as is all noblemen.
You haven't been to the capital recently, have you?
I'm sure King Beyond will serve the country well. It is always as it is.
I start laughing with them for no reason. I'm laughing off so it doesn't sound correct at the right time to laugh. So yeah, that's what I do.
So you're doing barely better than me. What do you think of our new young king?
Well, so far he has brought you to us, and he very promptly has dealt with this matter. So I have no complaints. I heard he's interested into restoring High Coast to its former glory.
I want to insight check that no complaints line.
All right.
Halfling luck. Thank goodness. Ugh, barely better.
You don't know how he feels about King Beyond, and King Beyond has only been on the throne for, I think, 2 months at this point. So,
Yeah, that's actually a 15, if that makes any difference. Any roll of 7 or lower is an 8 for me, so it's an automatic 15.
I'm going to say you see opportunity when he mentions King Beyond's name. It's a new king. He could possibly... You've seen this glint in other noblemen's eyes before. Someone new comes on the throne, or there's been a bit of a change up in the bureaucracy, and people see that as an opportunity to advance their careers. And that's the sense you're getting from Kadika.
All right. I mean, speaking of stability, how is it that the mayor of this little burg has managed to stay in power for so very long?
I've been thinking that myself. I guess it's just such a small town. There's hardly anyone, taking the offer. He is definitely not fit for the job.
Will you stand against him in the upcoming elections?
Oh, I was actually going to, was wondering that myself, but we do not have voting rights. Currently, anyway. However, I do hear you're campaigning to get the army voting rights and become officially citizens of Tomar's Crossing.
I have brought it up. I am hoping to try and get everybody integrated, so the military is the first step. Once they are done, we should be able to get everybody else integrated as well. That is my hope anyway.
I think you should push a little more, especially after you arrested the market murderer. Not only did you save the town of save all those refugees from Fort Frostfell, and return such a valuable commodity to His Majesty's properties. You've brought so much stability to the land as well. I'm sure you can ask the bureaucracy to grant voting rights to all of us. I mean, it's not like Safe Harbor is going to be rebuilt in a day, and all of these poor people need some place to live and stay. For at least a few years.
Indeed. Who would you recommend that you've met here that you think should stand for the mayorship?
Oh, well, I obviously think myself. I am the most well-educated and the highest ranking of all the surviving nobles. Now, I understand.
Indeed, but I am dubious of finding that the mayor of this place would actually be anything more than arduous labor.
Come now, I'm not, I can labor just as well as anyone else. With the right guidance and the right vision, I'm sure I could, or someone of sufficient caliber, could whip this town into shape and make it a jewel in His Majesty's empire.
How would you integrate the refugees with the rest of the town?
Well, we would have to build more houses, of course. I would build a bunch of houses and parcel up the land for more farms. Once the mud has been settled, of course. That would, of course, cost some money from the capital, but with your being here, the king has already set forth funds for the redevelopment of this area. Then I would investigate all these new tombs and burial cairns for magical items to help fund the mission.
Yes, I'm worried a lot of those are going to get looted sooner rather than later.
Precisely. Which is why I need my voting rights. I could put a stop to it. I could have my men maintain control here. I mean, this town doesn't even have a militia. My word. I practically have a militia myself, and they're just my personal guards. I'd give it to the city, free of cost.
You make a very, very strong case for yourself. I shall absolutely see what I can do.
Of course. Now, I know how things work here and in the capital. I'm sure, here's a gift from one family to another. And he will palm you 30 gold.
I will smile and just put it on the table and just say, I am here on the king's pension right now. I do not need anything further. I am more than happy to assist.
Oh, of course. But instead, then, I'll give 30 gold each to you and all your friends. And he'll look right at Alta Vista.
Thorn will growl.
I put her hand out. I put my hand out. I like money.
Of course you do. And you are a talented bard. But I know this town has meager offerings. Consider this a prepayment for a performance. And he'll give you a wink.
Sure.
Not like no. When you said "oh" like that, he means like helping him
I
get
exactly what
voting
it's
rights,
for,
not
but
anything else.
I'm just playing it up. Yeah. Yep. I take the money. I'm like, okay, sure. I pocket 30 gold then.
Yeah, you pocket 30 gold. You can add it to
Sweet.
your character sheet.
Thank you so much.
And I should excuse myself, sir. You're Lord Renko. Well, you're not Lord just yet. I mean, but your father is getting on in age, and you'll inherit his estate once he's gone. 30 gold is a paltry sum to you.
I agree. You mean you want to give me more? I'm okay with that.
I'm talking to Lord Renko right now.
I take it as nothing more than a show of support. I do not think of it anyway. And to be quite honest, my father has threatened many a time that I will not see a cent of our estate. He would rather leave it to the SPCA than to myself, or to the military, so they'll turn it into a barracks. But we shall see. He is still robust, yet he is sadly aging, as we all are.
Go get him. Go get him. Go get him. Get him.
Some of us 7 times faster than others.
With that,
Some a dog.
yeah, and with that, he'll chuckle and he'll say, "Oh, I wouldn't worry about it. It's every single mother and father is like that. I'll cut you out of the inheritance." My mother used to say that to me all the time. Said I was a downright rascal. I was just sowing my wild oats.
Indeed. Well, thank you very much for your hospitality, and I will see you again in a few days when we return from our next move for the king.
Of course, we must have lunch when you return.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Of course. And with that, you'll finish sort of a very lovely meal.
And I would love to play you that music. And I do a bad wink. Ah.
On the way out,
Is it bad wink with 2 eyes?
on the way out, Uthor is gonna stop, squat down, and take a dump on this dude's most expensive rug he can find.
Okay. Roll me stealth.
Oh no, he's not trying to be stealthy.
Oh my god.
Leica, no! Good boy.
You shouldn't feed him curry.
Kadika will turn around and just barely hold back his grimace and say, "Oh, well, that is what dogs do." And then ring his bell once again and say, Giselle, come quickly. Clean that up."
Oh, now I feel bad.
Yes, your grace.
Quick, reverse squat. Suck it back up before it hits the ground.
Long days and pleasant nights to you, Lord Kadika.
Long days and pleasant nights to you as well, Sir Renko.
And we shall take our leave.
Yes.
And as they are sort of walking away, making their way through the town, Renko is just kind of shuddering and just saying, "I am sorry, that man is a ponce, but he is making a play for control of this town."
Clearly. But he gave me a lot of money.
Indeed, you should look forward to milking him for as much of that coin as you can.
Damn straight. All right. Should we head back?
Yeah, we'll head back, and I will also, just as I look at the gold and I think about it, it's like, now the other thing we'd heard about him is that he was short on funds, but he was quite happy to throw some gold around. So it would be interesting to find out where he's found this new wallet of his.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we can get some more. All right, we head back.
All right, you head back, and Ulta, you can almost feel some eyes glaring at you from the back of your head, but you turn around and there's nothing there.
Did it feel like the guy who I broke up the argument with?
Yep.
I figured as much.
Very, very much so.
Okay.
All right, and everyone else was going to be interrogating?
Yep.
All right, with that, let's take a 5-minute break.
Sure.
Run to the restroom, etc., and we'll be right back.
Back in 5.
Uthor is no friend of the serfs.
I just wanted to ruin his carpet. I didn't think about the fact that he wasn't going to be the one to have to deal with it.
Oh, sorry.
So who's going to be the bad cop out of your group? I mean, Hecate, you're in spring. You're not bad cop mode.
Nope.
Maybe Sasha.
Threaten to eat him with Sasha because Uthor is not there.
How's your
He's
jaw
just
doing?
been giving
by the
any
way?
plan on how to do that.
You know what? It's doing really well. I haven't had any painkillers since Wednesday. The thing right now is, it still feels like there's a lump there, so I obviously still have residual swelling, and I just have to be careful. I just got to be careful with what I do and how much I talk. Like I'm a little sore today because we were doing some stuff for my social committee at work, so I was doing a lot of talking at work today. So I am a wee bit on the tender side, but aside from that, I'm doing really good. Oh my God, these stitches are driving me up the wall. Because they're in that like partially dissolved stage and I can feel them and it's just like, I just want to rip them out.
Yeah, and you can't stop playing with them with your tongue.
Don't.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not going to pull them out. I know better than that, but like, they're driving me bonkers. They're driving me absolutely bananas.
Well, glad you're doing better anyway.
Thank
Any
you.
word on Steven?
I reached out to him the other day because I was going to be like, try and visit him this week. He's doing really good. Let me pull up the conversation here. Stitches are healing well. He's feeling a little bit stronger, but he's really not up for visitors just yet. Give him a couple weeks.
All right. Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah. So he had his surgery on the 25th-ish it was that week. Like 2 weeks ago. So yeah, give him another week or two, and then he said he might be up for some visitors. So I just like after I touched base with him, and he's like, I was like, hey, are you up for visitors? He's like, yeah, not really. I was like, okay, you rest up. I'll touch base with you in a couple weeks when you're feeling a little bit better. But yeah, like I said, like last time I saw him, I was surprised in what good spirits he was. He was looking really good.
Good. We just booked our hotel room and everything for breakout, so hopefully he'll be all better and get to see him then.
Damn it, that reminds me, breakout. So my sibling and I were looking at Airbnb stuff, and we actually found a house for 9 people. If anyone needs crash space for breakout, and I'll announce that again once everyone's back.
Oh, what's the address? Just put it out. Well,
Party house.
what
It's
part
like
of town?
It's like 15 minutes. I forget where it is, honestly. I forgot the part of, but it's like a 15-minute walk away from the convention center.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's like going to be like what, $800 from Thursday to Monday, all told. So it's going to be like, if it's just her and me, it's going to be like $400 for the entire weekend each. But if we get some other people in, if you're going to be staying more than one night, we'll say, like, hey, pitch in. But if you just do crash space for like the Friday or the Saturday, like whatever. So I'm just like, hey, if anyone needs a place to crash.
Yeah, well, I'm sure like Christopher and that will be able to find that useful.
I should
Karen's
put
able
that out
to,
on the meetup then. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, Karen's able to write our hotel room off because she's going to be going to libraries and having meetings and stuff like that. So,
Ooh. Fair enough.
yep. And we'll actually be up hopefully sometime in January because there's an exhibit that we want to see.
Oh,
Where
what?
It's a photography exhibit at the AGO. I don't have it in front of me. But yeah, because even like Karen still has the vertigo now, but we have an appointment in January with an ear, nose, and throat doctor. So if she's still got it, then she goes in and they're just gonna like drain her ears, which will get rid of it.
Good. Yeah, I think Miles, my boyfriend, wanted to go to that because he's really big into photography as well. So I think he's interested in going to that too. I heard him talking about it the
Okay.
other day.
So
Yeah, and there's
here's
a Diane Arbus one which opens in February, I think.
Did anyone notice this on the breakout signups for DM that you have to have a 416 number?
No.
No, I didn't see that.
Yep. I'm gonna
Well, that
email
takes me right
Jeremy
out of
right
it.
now.
Everybody back yet?
Yep.
Okay.
Before we get started, well, most of us are back. Anyone here, if anyone needs a place
Steph
to
is-
crash for breakout, well, Ian's here, so the message will get passed on. But yeah, so Ian, Clay, Lauren, I'm not sure if you were here. If anyone needs a place to crash for breakout, let me know, because my sibling and I are going to be getting a 9-bedroom Airbnb house. So it's like 15 minutes away from the convention center. So if you guys need a place to crash, let me know.
When is breakout again?
March.
March. Okay.
It's like around about St. Patrick's Day.
It's 19th to the 21st this year.
There we go.
Coolio.
Yeah, I was just saying, because we're booking it Thursday to Monday, so we don't have to worry because we're both kind of relatively out of townish, right? And I was saying that this is a friggin' 9-bedroom house, or sorry, can sleep 9 people. Sorry, not 9 bedrooms. My apologies. But still, a house for 9 people is going to be like $800 from Thursday to Monday.
Not bad.
Yeah. So I'm saying, if you're going to spend more than one night, we'll probably ask for a little bit of help. But if you're just crashing for the one night, like whatever, like we got the space.
Okay. Cool. Well, I live in Toronto, so.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, it's I mean, like, technically I live in Toronto, but it would still take me an hour to get to the site.
Ooh.
To be fair. So
Is it
that's
the same-
why.
Same place
what,
as last
like
year?
40 minutes to get there?
Yeah, same
Yeah,
place.
it takes about an hour. Yeah.
Yeah.
40
So and this is me taking transit. So that's why I get the room. So they're coming in from out of town. It would take me an hour, and I really don't feel like getting up that freaking early to transit an hour and have to transit an hour back home. So I'd rather just like find a place closer to the site to just like crash.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And I'm actually going to post that in our WhatsApp group before I forget now.
All right, I am back. Who else is back?
I'm back.
I am Brendan, and I'm playing
back.
Uthor Greypaw.
I'm back.
I'm back.
Dude,
I
Brendan,
thought you
don't
were
scare
playing
me like
Leica,
that.
the Hound.
Both. No, we're out in
Well-
town now, right? I've changed back at this point.
Yeah, that was a rough adventure.
Oh. It's offensive.
I need bark and med.
Get it out, boys, before we start again.
You've been walking a lot. Or your dog's
Doggone, paw
barking.
something. We really screwed the pooch on that visit.
Aye.
Anymore.
I'd rather we didn't, but if you want, it's all you. All right, yeah, let's go.
Alright, so you guys go back to the church itself, I'm going to say, because late into the night you were performing this exorcism ceremony. Open up my images again. And Ispero greets you at the door. Oh, thank you, Hecate, for last night. I don't think I would have been able to perform the exorcism ceremony without you.
Oh, how would she react to the mother in her spring form? Oh, toast not a big deal, mother. Like, we were so happy to help. Is our prisoner awake yet? Like, can we go and speak to him?
Well, he's awake, I guess.
What happened? Dropping all pretense. What happened?
Come here. And you'll be taken into her base office, basically, where she set up a cot for him. Because by the time you completed the ritual last night, it was super late, and the guy was basically comatose anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So you see him, he's awake, but he doesn't seem to even acknowledge your presence.
So he's still kind of comatose in a way. Then he's just conscious.
Yeah.
I
Are
forget
we
the
all
word
in
I'm
the
looking
room?
for.
Locked in.
I don't think the room would be that big, so I would probably go in with the mother and have you guys wait outside, or like you guys would probably be like looking in. What's the
Oh, I'll
god,
reach
not
in.
comatose.
I thought it was locked in. Locked in syndrome. That's where you're conscious, but you can also be comatose with your eyes, a vegetative state.
That's it.
Have
That's what I was looking for.
Have you dealt with exorcism victims in the past? This was the first time I've ever had to deal with such a thing. And right under their noses, too.
Can I lift the guy's arm? Does it fall down or does it stay up?
This was completely our first time as well, so we're not exactly sure what to make of this either. Do we have I don't think I have any kind of restoration spells prepared for the day, do I? No, I didn't think to do that.
Oh, you're right. We could try a lesser restoration. I have that prepared today.
Yeah, so like let's try that and see how he reacts to it. It's not going to hurt him, right?
No, absolutely not. And so far everyone is safe today. So yeah, let's try it. We need answers.
Wait 1 second. Just how far does it take to cast?
The lesser it's touch.
Yep, it's touch. Okay, I will get those two out of the room and like just kind of get him as close so she can reach over, but at least there's someone in between him and them if something goes wrong when they cast it.
Okay. Also, when you lifted his arm, it didn't drop right back down. He held it out and then kind of like blankly stared at you.
Not remotely creepy at all.
It's like a parliament member.
And she will cast Lesser Restoration on him, and he'll shudder a bit, and then you can tell his eyes have slightly more awareness to the situation at hand, but he's still very dumbfounded almost. The overall looks a little better.
Snap fingers in front of his eyes.
A blink. What?
There's a trick my mother always used. I slap him.
He will accept the slap and look, his eyes downcast.
Well, did it wake him up anymore?
He'll start crying.
Oh.
I don't think he's faking it. He can go to school today.
Well, this is not what I expected.
You guys want to
sh-
ask him any questions?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, you go first.
Just going to be just kind of more just to see how coherent he is now. Hecate, hi, can you like tell me your name? Do you remember what your name is?
He'll stare at you for like a minute in awkward kind of silence, and then he'll say in a very, very low voice, Basil.
Do you know where you are right now, Basil? Like, what's the last thing you remember?
Church.
Good.
Basil, could you hold this for me?
Right, and what is it?
It's a pen. Or a quill.
He will hold the pen.
We are representatives of the king. Do you have legal counsel nearby? If he just stares blankly, the next question is, I want you to sign your name on this form. It means you give up your right to legal counsel. And interrogation is fine.
Kevin, I don't think we should be doing that.
Oh, it's perfectly legal. Look, it's a Form 3C.
But, like, doesn't he have to be, like, legally aware of what's happening to sign it?
I snap again in front of his eyes. Does he blink?
He blinks and he'll.
That meets the legal definition of aware.
Okay.
He will actually kind of go, okay, and then he will sign his name in very poor, very shaky hand.
All right, so now we can interrogate him.
This is messed up.
So, what exactly are we trying to find out from him right now? Just what he was
honestly
worshiping?
don't know. Honestly, I only know paperwork. That was as far as I had planned. There's nothing in the guidebook about what to do other than hit him with the guidebook. It's literally in there.
Hecate will ask him if he remembers any of the people in the. Oh, I'm blanking on the word. Where did we find him?
Well, he had his shop / home.
The
and
two
he had
apprentices.
the basement.
Yes, I'll ask him if he remembers any of the people that he killed, basically.
With that, he'll almost try and crawl away from you and put the blanket over kind of like his head and hunker down and say, yes.
Mother, has anyone told him what the date is yet? Or has he been alone and comatose for most of the night? I'm asking Ispir.
Isparil will say, I talked to him earlier this morning. I told him I didn't necessarily tell him what day it was, but I told him it was morning.
Okay. What day do you think it is? And I'll do the loud where you think someone's hard of hearing when they're really just, that asshole loudness thing.
Yeah.
What matter days?
What date do you think it is?
Why?
I want to know how long you. Well, let's see. What date do you think it is? Plus or minus 5 is okay.
It is early October. Or early September.
What is it really?
It's late October in our world.
Okay, so he's missing like a month and a half.
Basically.
All right, I'll look back at my companions. So he's missing that much time. Was that the demon?
What demon was he worshiping?
You couldn't figure out the name of the demon from the altar.
I will ask him if he remembers what demon he was worshiping and why he was trying to summon it.
There are secrets behind the moon. There are secrets in your dreams.
Not creepy at all.
Okay. Hecate has a feeling she thinks she might know what that is because of her dreamy thingy that she had happen to her. So when exactly did you start worshiping this demon?
He'll shake his head. I do no worship. No. No.
Taken?
Summoning? When did you first learn of this demon then?
Huh? No. No.
Oh?
They can
Is he
take
like
control of you, so maybe that's what happened.
In footprints like sand, the symbols of old names. The stars fall down like rain. And then he'll look sort of like outside and sort of like look at the sun and look at everything else and say, look what the comet brings.
Yes, the comet. Why did you kill those people then if you weren't trying to summon a demon?
Huh?
Oh, remember, in this world, demons don't have. They either take over people or they exist in areas. They don't really come in and have like
Right.
demon bodies.
So no, basically she's trying to figure out like what was like he was basically trying to sacrifice to something, right?
Or yeah, basically.
Yeah. What was he trying to sacrifice to and why? That's basically what she's trying to figure out.
It hungers. It spent long time sleeping. Buried deep below. And we were just walking on top of it.
They found They found an artifact under the ice.
You will find many. Many.
What What was sleeping? What did you find?
It.
What is it?
Below and above.
Oh, heck, I just lost all patience with this dude.
No.
Even as spring, she
I think
is wishing she was summer right now.
they found the artifact, or they found the altar, and it took him over. Who was with you when you found it? You said we. Was it the 2 apprentices?
No. It made it. It made the altar. It called called to the valley. We must call the undying flowers.
We're writing all this down. Is there a handout that has what he's saying?
Yeah.
Oh crap, I really should write all this down too.
It's okay. You're pursuing it forever in the form of video.
True, I am.
All right. So what else do we have to?
What did it
Given us
look like?
quite a bit of information.
So they found something. What did the okay? He keeps saying it. What does it look like?
It has no form, but yet it grabs through the veil and pierces the valley. It spreads sickness and death. It will do it again and again and again, till all is nothing and all goes silent, and then it will rest again until the next age is born.
We should put a second guard on the temple and on this guy, because
Mm.
this guy is spilling all the demon's beans, and we haven't necessarily seen the last of him.
I don't even know if we should keep him in the temple anymore.
I have manacles back in the cart.
But where else can we keep him that would be secure?
In the cart, under all the stuff.
Too easy for him to walk away.
Not under the stuff. Like we pile it on top of him.
Hecate will turn to the mother. Is there anywhere else we can hold him, mother?
Well, I guess the barracks we typically we never got that many criminals here. It's mostly just thieves and drunks, and we put them in the stocks to deal with them. Or somebody from Safe Harbor would deal with anything greater. The army base is the only place I can think of.
There was an old-time way to do it, but it's not really in the rules anymore.
What do you mean?
Do you have an empty barrel?
I kind of figured they're gonna dunk him. He's not a
No,
witch.
an empty barrel.
He's
Oh,
gonna find Niagara Falls and just push him over.
No, we just deal with him later. We seal him up in the barrel until tomorrow, let him out, and do it again for another day, and then another day, and another day.
Is the mother
Ooh.
willing?
Go
This guy
ahead.
is literally an archmage.
I was just gonna say, is the mother I like the manacle suggestion of Kevin. I don't like the idea of putting him in the barracks because there's a lot of people there. So if things can go sideways really quickly, what if we? He's just in basically like a cot, right?
Yeah, he's basically in a cot, and he hasn't moved.
Yeah, I'm really not trusting that. How sturdy is the desk in the office? Big old honking thing that you can't really move without like 3 men in a wagon.
Yeah, it's pretty hardy, I'm gonna say.
Okay, how about this? Because Hackett is not trusting this in any way, shape, or form. Let's manacle him to the desk for now until we can get better answers out of him. And you know what? How about we? I don't think we're going to get anything more out of him today. Why don't we, shackle him up, make sure he's comfortable, fed, water, blah, blah, blah. Mother, how many more times can you cast that Lesser Restoration spell today?
Oh, well, I could possibly do it one more time.
Okay, so let's let him rest for now, and then we'll come back in a couple hours and cast it again and see if that makes any difference. Because my original plan was like do it every day until he like comes back to full coherence, and we can hopefully get some straight answers. But his mind could also be completely broken. So let's give him a chance to rest up. We can meet up, relay everything to everybody, and then we can try casting Restoration again. Unless you guys want to do it right now. You guys just
No,
want to try casting it in?
we can go and I'm a little out of my depth, but I do have
Uh,
a chain and my manacles out in the cart. I can go grab those and we can chain them to the desk.
Yeah, that was Hecate's thinking too, because like we're going to need to dissect this with everybody else, try and come up with some better questions based
Well,
on
I
the
have
information that
medical tools
he's
if you
given
want to
us.
dissect them.
No, not dissect him, dissect his questions. So yeah, let's do that. Let shackle him up, let him rest, eat. We'll talk to Arcady because his brilliant mind, he'll think of something for us, and we'll come back in a couple of hours and we'll cast Lesser Restoration again, see if that helps anything. How's that sound?
That sounds good. Just one more thing.
Mm.
Sign here, please, for your confession.
Yes. And do you shackle him?
Yeah, so I'll get the chain. The chain will go around the desk, and then the ends of the chain are going to go into either side of the shackle, which is going to go behind his back. So basically, we're chaining him to the desk like a bicycle.
Okay. And he will just sit there placidly while you chain him to the desk, but then he'll look up at the holy symbol of the divines, who we named the Bosrodai as a part of. We did some world building earlier this week, and it's the symbol of the moon, but broken into two halves because that's what this world has. And he'll look at it almost curiously, almost like he's seeing it for the first time. And he will say, "There is nothing new under the sun, so I give my eyes unto the moon. I gave my voice unto the shade, and the song to the folding leaves."
Please sign this addendum.
Not creepy at all.
Yeah, we'll write that down and get him to sign it as well.
Okay.
And also that you and I also unequivocally killed insert name, insert name, insert name.
Kylar Birthwitch, Vibnor Prefect, Drina Kappel.
And we're going to leave those blank for just now until we have to turn it in, just in case we don't want to try. It turns out he didn't do it. So we'll get the confession.
You also know you can make as you're writing out the form, you can leave a big blank space.
Yeah, we'll do all that. All those little bureaucratic tricks. And there we go.
All right.
Unless Tafina came with us, so did Tafina have
Tafina,
anything?
do you have any questions? Yeah.
Kind of in over my element here.
Sasha?
I think Sasha will just grumble.
Just a badger that doesn't really care.
More
Oh,
interested in
right.
grubs.
No, she wouldn't be accepted in court. You're not allowed to badger witnesses.
Oh God.
Wow.
And done. Yeah, we're done.
And okay, so
Can I give reverse inspiration?
No. In fact, I love it.
Only I'm allowed to make bad jokes.
And as you guys leave, he'll say, "In darkness or day, we will meet again. In the shadows long, you will sing the song as well."
Thank you, Mr. Nutjob.
This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, we'll write that down as well.
The white
Yep.
dragon does battle with the thing below.
Oh, well, we got that one.
Dooms. You have defeated the white dragon?
Didn't we defeat the white? No.
Yes, you
That
did.
was a different
Yeah.
campaign. Oh,
No, you did.
Oh, it was this campaign.
Remember.
The other campaign where we didn't fight we didn't beat the white dragon.
You defeated a blue dragon. If you're talking about the Storm King's Thunder.
No, I was talking about Thursday campaign. We have not beat that white dragon yet.
Well, the white dragon's not supposed to be beat. We're supposed to make friends with it, but other people.
Cloven hoofed people. Anyway,
Anyway. Alright, so I presume you guys meet back up again?
yes.
Oh, we had the weirdest visit. God, it was just the strangest thing you'll ever have heard of. I can't imagine yours being any crazier than ours.
You may want to
Oh,
sit down, sir.
I bet we can totally beat you on that.
I should on a rug.
Okay, no, that might win.
Well, it depends on what happens when we get back, because, I don't think we left him a bucket.
There is a
Isper will take care of that.
yeah, there is like a chamber
True.
pot in there.
Okay.
And there's like an outhouse outside, and there are like 1 or 2 military guards that are in there just to protect the Isperl.
Okay. Yeah, so we relay all the creepy conversation stuff.
And I'll give him all the documents. I have the confession here, sir, as well as the record of what he said and his agreement to not have legal counsel.
Excellent. Very well done. Did you hit him with the book?
I didn't have to, sir.
So, and then after reading through it, did anybody else hear voices? Did that altar call to any of us?
I don't think so.
She does
Not me.
sometimes. Like when she wants to get to our attention.
The only voice in my head is a constant need to dance.
And it says here do we know who else was with him?
We did ask, but he didn't say, right?
Mm-mm.
He didn't say anything.
Did you ask if there were other victims?
Ruh-roh.
No, we didn't think that's that. We were just more focused on what and why.
We thought
Indeed.
that a initial interrogation, and with this information, we could sit down and digest it and make a better plan for a better interrogation, perhaps when he's better rested, sir. And I will, stand up straight and salute.
Understood. I think you did very well. This man is very unwell, and clearly with the time lost, was not in his right faculties. There is something coming from above and below. We know that is the plague that is awoken. I really don't know much about the gods. I would have to leave that to you, Hecate, and Tefina and Uthor, as you are more into that and more locals. Do we have a way of finding out if anybody else has unearthed one of these? Oh, is that what the ziggurat is? Is the ziggurat a larger version of this, do you think?
We'd have to go and see, I think. And nobody's going to tell us anything. They'll want to keep it and sell it once this blows over.
I fear you might be right. What do you make of this, Alta Vista? Have you heard any tales of this kind of thing in your travels?
Not really. This is kind of new to me. So I'm just sitting here quietly absorbing all. And I didn't know any of this story. So I really don't.
You would know from just like the world at large is that most demons and even angelic forces just don't like sort of whip out and appear. They're not going to come down like an avatar like in Forgotten Realms. They tend to work through the beings of this world. And that sometimes when someone is possessed by some sort of entity, they will lose time, they'll do things they don't want to do. And then they can also just kind of snap.
The basic rules I just linked down in Discord there.
The fact that Basil is sort of acting really, really creepy and talking in this weird symbolism and poetry and everything else is in line with a lot of the legends you know. The legends, the mythology, yeah.
Okay.
I also get the sense that you're probably not going to get much more out of him.
Even with lesser restoration again?
Even with sort of lesser restoration, like, a demon was inhabiting this person for like a month, at least a month and a half. That's a long time.
Hecate would still like to try, just to at the very least help the man, see if it'll help him, if nothing else.
Okay, sure.
I also wonder if this gentleman at the ziggurat might have an understanding of what happened.
Maybe.
If it was under the ice, wouldn't it be from before times?
But that's when he was. Don't
Oh,
forget,
right.
he was thawed out in the ice as well.
Like some sort of insano man.
Precisely.
Me.
All right, so do we head to the... I guess we're heading to the ziggurat then.
I think that is our next step. I don't think this man can answer any questions. I think our answers lie underground. Hecate, do you think the mother could consecrate the ground and hopefully remove any power that altar has? Maybe we should take one more check through it and get a rubbing, something that we can show anybody else to help us with it.
On the other hand, do we want to spread anything from the demon? Should we just destroy it all outright?
Well, between the two of us, we'd be able to consecrate it.
Hallow is a level 5 spell. So you're not going to get that right away, but you can sort of perform a low-level consecration of this area. But you will need to either level up yourself or bring in like a higher-level cleric to do a true Hallow spell.
Can't even just like spray holy water around kind of thing?
Yeah, that's what you're going to do, and you are going to perform a ceremony. In fact, I think the ceremony is kind of like the closest spell to this.
Yeah, ceremony would do it. Yeah.
Okay.
But
well, let's at the very least do what we can. It may not like fully consecrate it, but it's not going to hurt things either.
And I have the form that makes it tax deductible. It's an official service of the king.
Do any of us pay taxes?
You would be paying some sort of tax. Now, being adventurers is hard to get.
Well, like I don't live in cities. I don't think Uthor doesn't have a birth certificate.
Oh, don't worry, sir. I'm
He's
keeping
lived with
track
a
of
mountain
all
tribe.
your fines, all your requirements for taxes, and all future costs that you will incur. It's all right here in this little notebook,
And
which I will hold up.
Hecate's, you're like immune to taxes, right? Excuse me, Hecate is immune to taxes, right? Because she's like clergy or whatever.
She's not immune to taxes.
She's not
Hecate was kind of like smile.
Taxes are not very effective against Hecate. She has a 4x resistance to them.
Turns
Don't
out
worry,
they're
this does count as community service for you, Uthor.
I'm not part of the community.
It seems to be you're trying very hard to help the community, sir.
No, I'm just stuck helping the community.
Maybe the community was in your heart the whole time.
The real community was the friends we made along the way.
All right, to the ziggurat.
And also that show with, what's his name?
Sounds like the end of Full House or something.
Danny Glover.
This is Fuller House.
Fuller, yeah.
All right, and with that, you guys start trapezing across the excuse me, the winter, this muddy wonderland, and some thugs attack you.
Oh, I forgot to give Uthor my dog treats I was gonna make because he turned into a dog.
I turn into a wolf all the time.
Have you ever heard of wolf treats?
I'm pretty sure they
Wolves are
exist.
just big dogs.
I mean, besides Hansel and Gretel?
What about these thugs? They look like a snack.
Cannibalism's against the law. I will throw the book. Bad Wolf. It's like a newspaper. No, Uthor, no law breaking.
Viper, no swiping.
I should probably take a level of paladin if I'm going to be this anal.
You
Oh. Did I just get bumped out of Fantasy Grounds? I think I did.
Map's loading. Did it?
He did. He's like waiting. It's like waiting to connect.
It just closed. Like, just boop. Gone. Okay. I'm gonna load back up.
Oh man, are they giving us the D?
What?
Yeah, I'm not answering that.
Yeah, don't.
It's a big old D on the screen.
What D? There's no D on the screen.
There's a giant
There
D in
is
the
a D
top
on the
right.
screen. It's me.
It's for Uther's dire wolf form. God, I'm not numb anymore, but I still can't talk.
Oh man, I was way off.
All right, and with that, you guys are la di da 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 going to be grand heroes, blah. And then all these three thugs step out and say, "What are you doing? Coming this way? Tomar's Crossing's that away. If you're escaping the mudslides."
Revenue agent, sir. We're here to check about your taxes.
Revenue.
Oh, usually that makes people run away.
And they all start cracking up.
No, seriously, usually they run. Damn it.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure to fill out my W-2 form.
Oh, I have some here. You were joking.
Yes, we were joking. In fact, you can kind of... We're more like taxmen. Why don't you just give us some gold and we'll forget you were ever here?
Arkady, I can eat these guys, right? Or, turn into a bear and bite them.
Yes, you can. We are representatives of the crown, and we have had a long and frustrating morning, and we are really going to look forward to this.
Well, yeah, you're an agent of the crown.
This is going to be so much fun, guys.
Before we fight, sirs, are you officially agreeing to your waiving your right for legal representation?
Look at this one! Look at this one with his fancy words. And now it's initiative.
Don't worry, we can pin their ears to this and just send it back.
So who's...
I accidentally rolled. Did you re-roll after that?
No.
Yeah, I accidentally rolled and got way higher.
It's okay, you can go.
So who wants to get into melee range right quick and in a hurry?
You can roll? Because I'd prefer to roll too.
Alright, anyway, just let me know next time and I'll does everyone want to roll their own thing?
I'm indifferent.
Indifferent.
I am as well. I just did it on accident to make sure it was adding my +5.
I like rolling.
All right, so Clay, I'm gonna let you roll, not now, but like next week.
No problem. Sure.
Just remind me, or we might
Yep.
not have a game next week, depending on.
That's true. Yeah.
Christmas
Anyway,
time.
initiative, Uthor.
I start running, and then like halfway there, I turn into a wolf.
Okay, so I have the
Actually, you
dire
know what?
wolf already out.
Yeah, I turn into a dire wolf. What's the dire wolf's move? 50. Fortunately, he's a little bit far away, so I'm just going to move 50 feet and take the dodge action.
Okay, so you're just gonna take the dodge act. Oh, okay, I see what you're doing there.
Yeah, because I can't get close enough.
All right, Kevin. They laughed at you, and you have their tax forms. You might think they never paid any taxes at all.
Yeah, but they also gave up their rights to legal representation, so we. What's the? I'm sorry, gentlemen. Civil forfeiture.
I love it.
And I will move. I should have upped my movement speed. Is it 40 for a level 4 monk?
Believe it is still 40.
Oh no, I can't count anymore.
You totally can count.
Okay, so
I have it on
that's
good authority that Ian is capable of counting.
occasionally.
Most days.
So that's 40, but I will finish up and stop here and present the form. And can I present the in an intimidating fashion?
Roll me an intimidation check. Holy hell! They're actually kind of scared of you.
And I will hold out the pen. And I'll want the pen back.
One of them signs it.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. And done.
Defina.
All right. Well, I guess I move up on back of Sasha, who for some reason is sideways. And I think I can get that far. Yeah. Yeah, I can get that far. I cast Hunter's Mark on that guy that I'm targeting. And I will pull out a short sword and end my turn.
Okay. Bug one is going to come up to you, going to come up to Kevin and try and stab him.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, now we can.
All right. I don't have a map, if you don't mind. Thank
All right,
you.
I shared the sheet. Can everyone can see the sheet now?
Yep.
Yep.
All good. Thank you.
Awesome. And this guy tries to knock Kevin on the head, but it doesn't work. Doug 2 is going to... Oh, there goes Kevin.
Doesn't Kevin need to make a concentration check every time he gets hit?
I hit and it's a crit. I hit and it was a crit. Because they have pack tactics, so they all make it with advantage.
Did less damage than his first attack.
Kevin dead?
No, Kevin just hurt. Kevin hurt real bad.
Kevin
Thug
have a
3
die?
is going to disengage and go back a bit and say, "Oh, go! He's from the government. Maybe we should just run."
Who was the one who signed the papers?
Yes.
Okay, then I would have changed my hunter's mark target to number 2 then, because it looked like he was complying.
Yeah, that's fine. Sasha goes on your turn, right?
Nah, Sasha, I told to move as acting as a mount, so she's just in there for hit points right now.
Hecate, spring Hecate.
Hecate's going to run forward 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Because no one else. I don't think Arcady or Alto really want to be in melee range.
Nope.
Yeah. So my phase step isn't going to do jack shit. I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon. And which one of the thugs has been hit? Thug 1? No,
None of
they all
them.
look healthy.
None of them have been hit.
Okay. So Spiritual Weapon. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, shift. Target will go. There we go.
Shift will make it not a crit when you roll damage.
Seriously? That's a miss. And then I'm just going to fire with my crossbow. Seriously?
Yeah, that does not hit. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Arcady.
Arcady will move his 25 feet. I will also target Thug 1. And crossbow. Second attack.
That is a hit.
All right.
Well, they both... Wait, they both hit?
How did an 11 hit?
They don't have that
It
much
looks like
AC.
they're wearing plate. But they're thugs, which means that they have like a 12 or 13
They have an
AC.
11.
Yeah.
Leather
They have an
armor.
11. Okay, so the first one did hit. Okay.
They look bad. They're weak.
Just the art they gave them.
That's weak. And then sneak attack.
Yeah, like they also, like in their full art, they have like a hawk that doesn't exist in their stat block.
Yeah, they just recycled something from something else.
All right, that's it for me.
Alta Vista.
Okay, I'm gonna move in. I can't. How do you do the distance check on it? Because I just want to know. 30 feet. Is there a way or?
A line
Control click.
token.
Yeah, control
Once you
click.
control click, it'll show it to you.
Okay. Control click. Alright. I'm holding down control.
Did you click it?
Click the target you want the distance to.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
And now when you mouse over it, it
I need to move
should let you know.
5, 10, 15, 20. I'm just guesstimating here. Okay, good. Actually, I should be back more. 60. It's 30 feet, right? Wait, I was 80, right? 80, so I should be 50.
You moved to 45, which means you moved 35 feet.
Yeah. Oh, 35, right?
You're basically you can move
I should be
another
45. 5 feet, I know.
you-
I can do
yeah,
the
you can
knife.
Yeah.
All right. All right. I will do the usual, which would
Yarp.
be Hex and Blasty Blast.
Yeah,
So
but
Hex.
Clay, this is D&D. Can you do the monster math?
It was a graveyard graph, blah, blah, blah.
Great. All right. So I have to control on me again and Blasty Blasty. It's already on me, actually. Great. Eldritch Blast. My God. Do it. Okay, rolling now. Yeah. All right. 21. Oh, isn't it the damage? Damage. Duh.
It should be underneath.
There we go.
Don't forget you have to if you're hexing him,
Yep.
You have to actually hex him.
I thought I have to hex myself.
The thing on yourself literally is a statement that says the game will search to see if you have cursed a target.
Mm-hmm.
And if you've cursed the target,
Mm-hmm.
then it will add your charisma modifier to the damage.
Okay, got it. So I just rolled the d6 for the
Yeah, like
hex.
if you look at the effects where it says now it's rolling 1d6 necrotic, that's
Yep.
the hex spell. Where it
Gotcha.
says Hexblade's Curse, if true, custom status cursed, damage increased by 2.
Sounds like programming. God. All right.
It's programming.
Yep.
Scripting-ish or something like that.
I'm done.
All right. Uthor.
Next up is actually the direwolf.
Yeah.
Yeah, Uthor is gonna close rest of the distance. Actually, he's gonna move here. She's within 5 feet of both of them. And which one? Thug 1 looks pretty hurt. He's gonna bite Thug 1.
Roll it. That's a hit.
Mm-hmm.
And he done diddly dead.
Wait. He needs to he needs to succeed on a save or
And he
Oh, his-
failed.
Automatically
Aw.
fails.
he does.
Do you have a second attack with this form or no?
No, but I am within let me move here. So I'm real close to Kevin.
I knew you cared about me.
Kevin! You've been done waltz
If
on the
anyone
head.
kills you, it's going to be me.
All right, so let's do the old first attack and second.
You're done?
And yeah, I'm not gonna spend the key point.
Tafina!
Right. Let's see here. And get in with range. So while I run up, I'm going to pull out my second short sword. And so first attack. And bonus action attack. And then I end my turn.
Okay. The 2 is going to disengage, but I know you have Sentinel.
I'm gonna bite him with advantage.
You sounded far too excited for that.
Well,
No, I was
15
not
hit.
far too excited. I get to use my feet.
Bite him!
Because it's the first time he gets to use the feat.
I've used it before. Oh, I 15 hit.
Yeah, and he's done diddly dead.
He needs to make a.
He doesn't need to make a save, he is dead!
It doesn't say anything about in the ability about them needing to not need to make the save if they're dead.
Pretty sure they just fall over though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's as
but-
if, like...
Or are you
Anyone
trying to
who's knocked
weaken and
unconscious
Bernie's with
goes
him?
prone.
Maybe.
Next up is this thug who is going to book it. Are you guys going to try and chase him down, or...
Stop in the name of the crown.
Ah! Do you guys want to want to capture him for questioning, or...
Yes, get him, Kevin.
All right, that's good enough for me.
Alright, so...
Move to the other side of the map.
Move to the other side of the map. Alright, so... Ah!
And then do his run. So whatever he's gonna
I'm gonna say this is the end of like his run.
He only went like 20 feet, 40 feet.
He's 30 feet. He'll do the full 60 feet.
Okay.
Kate.
Pretty sure I can just move my spiritual weapon. He should still be in range.
20. You can only move it 20 feet.
Derp. That sucks. All right then. I'm going to cast. What's Bane do again?
-4 to attacks and minus
screw
D4
that.
to saving throws.
You know what? Let's go Sacred Flame.
All right.
I forgot to target him. 12. Does that hit?
That's
Oh,
your
no, it's
DC, hun.
Derp. Target. Target. Get out of my way, Discord.
Stay
He's
on
targeted.
target.
He's targeted.
Yes.
Use the force, Hecate.
Success.
No, he succeeded.
Oh, damage. Damage.
No. He succeeded, which means you don't roll any damage.
Damn it. I'm getting all these Discord messages popping up and it's like hiding everything I need to click. It's like, Arr! All right, that's. I'll move closer, but yeah. That's it.
Arcady.
Arcady will move my paltry 50 feet with a dash and will, yeah, even with a bonus action, extra move 75 feet isn't going to get me to this guy. So I will move as far as I can, and then I'm actually going to try and just again, I'm going to say, "Stop in the name of the crown, and you will live." And do you want to intimidation?
Sure. Intimidation. Roll an intimidation.
Yeah, big 0 modifier.
Didn't hurt me.
I'm gonna use my inspiration for this.
You don't have to call it out ahead of time.
Okay. I'm gonna use my inspiration for this.
But I will leave it to the dice. You're just gonna kill me, aren't you? And he will keep running.
We will now.
Mm-hmm.
Alta Vista.
All right. I don't think I can reach. Actually, I can reach him. But I'll just
Eldritch Blast.
Exactly. So, all right, I'll take a shot. But I don't get the. I have to take off my hex. Okay, let's see if I hit him. So I have to do disadvantage because how far away is he?
He is I'm just gonna say he's well within Eldritch Blast range.
Okay. All right. Blasty, blasty. Uh-oh. Oh.
Hits! That does
Alright.
hit! Make sure you
Alright.
target him, though.
Oh, whoops. Where is he? I don't have him on my screen. Am I missing him?
Yeah, he's
Oh,
behind
there he is.
you.
He's behind me. Duh. That's why. Okay. Damage. Oh, it rolled. Oh, actually, yeah, he's well within range of hex. So yeah, it hits. 5 damage.
He's wrapped around, but he's only like 80 or so feet away from you.
Yeah.
Uthor.
I'm gonna dash up to him and just be within. I'm gonna dash to the other side of him, so I'm in front of him,
Okay.
all like wolfy and shit.
Alright, you do so.
Dashing direwolf dashes at dastardly
Dude.
deviant.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's my whole thing because I had to use my action to catch up to him.
Kevin.
All right. So how he was right? He was how far ahead?
80 feet.
I'll barely make it.
Do you have Step of the Wind?
That's the
Get it at the second level. You spend a key point to dash as a bonus action.
oh, I forgot about that.
However, if he's only moving 30 feet and he had to disengage last round, then he's only moved 30 feet.
No, this is Thug 3. He'd already moved
He was
back.
away, yeah.
Ah, right.
Yeah, I forgot about it. Yeah, I'll spend the ski point, and
So you can catch him.
I apparently never added it, so I'll have to add that. For some reason I didn't. Okay, yeah, so I'll catch up to him, and flying tackle. I'm going to
Nope.
use a luck on that.
You can also use your inspiration.
Yeah, might as well use that first.
Well, the inspiration doesn't come back. The luck does.
Yeah, but I've had the inspiration for like 6 games. Or does it go away at the end of the game?
Oh, that's only AL.
Because I still have it right now.
Okay, so yeah, that's my inspiration.
That's
Yeah,
better.
we'll go with that.
Roll.
Revenue service!
You rolled a 5, so you tackle him to the ground while shouting, "Revenue service!" And then I'm going to say you tie him up, and he'll look like, "Don't kill me! Don't kill me! Don't kill me! I'll tell you everything! Everything you want to know!"
All right, sign
we're
here that I
sure
did
you
not
will.
use excessive force, please.
Right, right. I know the score, okay, so... It wasn't me!
But we caught you on camera.
What's a camera?
There's cameras in the world, remember? There's photography at this point.
I don't see no photo man.
Who sent you to foolishly think you 3 could slow the rest of us down?
No. We were just trying to get some money. Because we're running away. We didn't like it
Insight.
there. Alright, roll an insight.
Also, have we seen these guys around town?
Not around town, no.
That's 15 for me.
You're not sure. You've sort of heard this story before.
It's 11 for me.
You're not sure if what he's telling is the truth or not.
Damn it.
You guys are all within 1 of each other. Everyone might as well roll insight. I want to see how if this breaks or not.
Hey, Arcadie's at 50.
No, technically, yeah, mine's a 15.
Okay.
Try Sasha.
Sasha's
I'm
a
lagging.
badger.
Alright, so, Katie, you're actually at a 15. So I'm gonna say... He looks panicked enough, and they were also so ill-prepared that you do think that he might be at least sort of telling the truth.
Where were you running to?
Just away from this stupid valley. That's why we needed the money,
Why?
you see.
Who are you fleeing from?
There's bad things in here, mate. Bad things. I don't know
Can
if
you
it's
be more specific?
There's this. We used to. I used to. I fell on hard times. And, so I had to make my money creatively, if you catch my drift. And then this comet things happen, and everything gets all discombobulated.
So you were an entrepreneur.
Oh yeah, I was an importer and exporter.
There's extra tax for that.
I paid my dues.
I'm sure we could get this all sorted out. What's your official tax number?
I lost it in the mudslide with the rest of my paperwork.
Unfortunately, sir, loss of important documents is not the purview of the government. It's your own responsibility, and there has been time for you to apply to the nearest office for a replacement. That's an extra tax, I believe.
Well, I haven't been to an office yet, given the natural disaster.
Well, we could set one up right now if the sir will allow me.
Sure? Just don't kill
I'm
me.
looking at Arcady.
Arcady sort of nods his head and just says, I think we can deal with that when we get back. What are you going to do now that your compatriots are deceased?
The same as before. Get the heck out of here.
No, you are going to go volunteer for service with the military. They will look after you. They will help you use your skills to aid.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll take that. Yes, sir.
Insight
All right, roll it.
27.
He is totally telling the truth. He just wants to get out of here. And he was a bandit and... or technically still is a bandit.
I will look at him and then mentally say into his head, if you are not there when we get back, the next time we see you, we will bury you in this mud. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is a second chance.
Uh-huh.
Take it.
Yep.
And Uthor, by the way, this whole time is just like over his head, dripping direwolf slobber.
You're, not going deeper into the valley, are you?
Indeed.
Well, if you see a big thing that looks kind of like this, and he'll hold out his hands and make the sign of a triangle, just don't go near it, okay? Just give it a wide berth.
Is that supposed to be a pyramid?
What?
Yeah,
Have
I
you
usually
been
don't go
there?
near a triangle.
Ziggurats are vaguely triangle shaped.
Ziggurats
with
are
flat
a
top.
stepped pyramid.
He doesn't
Yeah,
know
so
the
Quite
triangle.
literally,
either.
They
it is
are
squared.
They are low resolution pyramids.
It's a pixelated pyramid.
When were you there?
Not too long ago, my friends and other work associates, were hired to guard the place, but it's creepy, man. I'm not 100% sure what's going on there. But it was... people go in, people don't come out. There's someone who's always in shadows, giving the leader orders. It's not good. It's not good.
How long to reach it?
Not that much longer. You can probably reach it by tomorrow. Don't go in there. There's something in there that you can't handle. More than just us. We're just a meat shield.
What do you think is in there?
Evil things. Bad things. Things that I thought were just legends. Someone is digging them up when they really should just leave them alone.
I believe it is our job to go convince them to do just that. Leave it alone.
Might just want to burn the whole damn place down.
We will take that under advisement. Welcome to your service with the crown.
Well, it's your funeral, but I will take your kindness and leave.
Before that, I'll look around and anybody else have questions for this gentleman?
Sign here, please.
Nope.
This is your confession and your admittance that you will be going to join the army.
Yep.
Initial here.
Yep.
Fingerprint here.
Yep. Why are we taking fingerprints anyway?
It's something I'm trying to get started.
Alright. And then he will scamper off.
All right, it's 10:10. Do you want to
Yeah,
have that
that
as our...
is... That I'm gonna call it. Can everyone play next week? I know we're getting into the Christmas, Hanukkah, Yuletide season.
You got to do the Krusty the Clown bit.
I'm a solid maybe.
It's a Merry Christmas, Quasi Kwanzaa, Tip Top Tet, and a solid, dignified Ramadan.
Yep.
I'm good for both days next week. It's just tomorrow I've got my office party. I can't come for session tomorrow.
Okay.
All of next week. It's the weekend of next week that things start going out of town for me.
Right, so for now, we will definitely be playing next week, and I presume tomorrow as well, Patrick?
Gosh, I hope so.
Alright, so I will end the stream. I would like to thank... I'd like to thank our superfans, ELT, as always, for chatting, along with Evelian, who is one of our sister shows on our streaming collective, so go check them out. Otherwise, I would like to thank Atten, Commander Root Community Showcase for watching. We will see you tomorrow for Legacy of the Crystal Shard. Have a nice night. Bye-bye.
Good game, all. I will see you
Good
next week.
game.